Today we are going to be making some winter bears with scarves. We're going to be doing the first part today and the next part next week. To begin, I do have some big scarf tracers. You don't have to use one of these, but it is helpful in making it big enough to fill your paper. You don't want a little tiny bear. So you want to start by putting it down towards the bottom. You can have a little bit of space. There is a step-by-step. You can have a little bit of space for the shoulders, but you can trace this. I'm going to go right ahead with my black crayon. You may want to draw this in pencil first so that you can erase if you mess up. Then you're going to make the shoulders. I just start at each corner and make a line down. To make the nose part of my bear, this is a pretty big head and the nose should be pretty large. We're going to be starting with like a Y shape. So right in the center, I make a line up and then kind of a V on top of that line. It should be pretty large. Think about the size of this scarf and the shoulders. So you want that pretty big. Cross the top and color in that nose. Next, you're going to be making the snout of the bear, the little part of the nose that sticks out. So that's a rainbow shape. You can really continue right down from your Y shape to make that. And then the next part is you're making the top of the head. A lot of people worry about having this exactly perfect. Don't worry about it too much, but remember, crayon does not erase, so if you're concerned about making it even, you may want to use a pencil lightly first, and then you can go over it with your crayon. It's kind of like a big U shape. Now mine is not completely symmetrical. That is okay. It kind of gives our bears a little bit of personality. Next, you can add the eyes. You can do this any way that you like. I'm going to add just two big ovals. Again, if they're not exactly even, that's okay. If you leave a little white area in the pupil, that helps give the bear a little sparkle. You could add eyelashes, eyebrows, ears, same idea, two U shapes. Now I look at that and I think, those are a little small. No big deal. I could make a second U right around them. When that is finished, our next job is to divide that scarf into a few different areas. You could also add a part of the scarf that hangs down. Next, we're going to be using our colored crayons to add patterns in each of these sections. I would like to see each pattern to different. I'd like to see multiple colors in them. You could think of some of the patterns that we saw in the video, but you can make different lines. You should be pressing pretty hard with these crayons. You can use some white. You're not going to be able to see it right now, but in the next step when we add paint, you will be able to see it. As you're adding your patterns, make sure you think about using a lot of different colors and different patterns in each section. Make sure you press hard with your crayons so that they will resist the paint in the next step. Okay, when we get to this point, we're going to make sure that we have put our name on the back of our paper, and we're going to pause right there until next time. Okay, we're back, and our next step is to add some color to our bears. We're going to be painting in the brown background part of our bear. We're going to be painting in the scarf to add some colors. Don't worry too much about how, if you go out of the lines, because our last step will be to cut these bears out and attach them to a background. There are a couple of different shades of brown. You may want to think about using a different shade for the nose from the face. You could use a lighter shade. You could add more water to it. It's up to you. Next, you're going to be adding some different bright colors to your scarf. When that is finished, our final step will be to cut this out and add it to our background with some snow. Have fun!